Indiana Fever coach Christie Sides is blaming Caitlin Clark for the team's 12th loss. What is going on? What is happening in the superstars world? Caitlin Clark's rise in the WNBA has been nothing short of spectacular. As the star rookie for the Indiana Fever, she has captured the hearts of fans and dominated the court. However, recent events suggest otherwise. Sides is blaming Caitlin Clark for the team's 12th loss, a move that has left fans and analysts baffled. What's really going on? Caitlin Clark's best shots for the Indiana Fever have been jaw-dropping. Despite her remarkable performances, Christie Sides blames Caitlin Clark for the loss, creating a storm of reactions. Could there be more to this story? Is the team's strategy at fault? Stay with us as we explore the unfolding drama. We'll break down Caitlin Clark's game-winning plays and examine the tension with coach Christie Sides. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to check out the product links in the description and pinned comments. Caitlin Clark endorses Nike Air Zoom shoes and basketball. These are her top picks, and you can find them right below this video. Let's get into the details of what's really happening with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, a rookie sensation for the Indiana Fever, has been making headlines with her impressive performances. In a recent game against the Phoenix Mercury, she nearly achieved a triple-double with 15 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Indiana Fever coach Christie Sides decided to bench Clark during crucial defensive possessions in the final minute of the game, citing the need for a stronger defensive group. This decision left fans and analysts puzzled. Caitlin Clark is known for her offensive prowess, but why bench her in a critical moment? Indiana Fever coach Christie Sides is blaming Caitlin Clark for the 12th loss, sparking a wave of criticism on social media. Fans questioned whether Sides' strategy was in the team's best interest, or if there were underlying issues at play. Sides' decision to bench Clark wasn't the only controversial move she's made. Throughout the season, there have been several instances where Sides' coaching choices have raised eyebrows. For example, Katie Lou Samuelson, who has excellent chemistry with Clark, has seen her playing time drastically reduced. Despite her impressive stats, including a 41.5% accuracy from three-point range and 94% on free throws, Samuelson has gone from playing 25 minutes per game to just 4 minutes. This decision seems baffling, especially when compared to other players like Christy Wallace, who, despite more playing time, hasn't performed as well. Clark and Samuelson have shown they work well together, yet Sides seems to be underutilizing this dynamic duo. It's like having a sports car, but choosing to ride a bike instead. The Fever are paying top dollar for Samuelson, but they aren't getting the return on investment they should be, and it's affecting Clark's performance as well. Moreover, Sides' strategy appears to be flawed in other ways too. She's been criticized for not drawing up effective plays to help Clark deal with double and triple teams. Clark is often left to handle intense defensive pressure on her own, with little support from her coach's playbook. This lack of tactical support is evident in games where the Fever's offense becomes predictable and easy to defend against. Clark's exceptional court vision and elite passing skills are underutilized in a system that doesn't fully leverage her abilities. Instead of creating opportunities for her teammates through strategic plays, the current strategy seems to be to give the ball to Clark and hope for the best. This approach not only limits Clark's potential, but also hampers the overall team performance. One of the most glaring issues is the lack of defensive adjustments. In a game against the Seattle Storm, the Fever struggled defensively, allowing 30 points in the first quarter alone. The inability to contain players like Jewel Lloyd, who scored 34 points, highlighted the defensive weaknesses that Sides has failed to address effectively. Another point of contention is the release of Celeste Taylor, a promising defensive player, and the 15th overall pick in the 2024 draft. Taylor's defensive skills could have been invaluable, especially given the team's struggles on that end of the court. Yet she was released after playing only a handful of games. This move has left fans and analysts scratching their heads, questioning the logic behind cutting a player who could have significantly bolstered their defense. The issues don't end there. The team's turnovers have been a recurring problem, with the Fever committing 20 turnovers in the game against the Storm. Even Clark, despite her talent, had some costly errors. These mistakes indicate a broader issue with team discipline and execution, areas that fall squarely under the coach's responsibility. Fans have taken to social media to express their frustration, with many calling for Christie Sides to be fired. The criticism isn't just about the on-court performance, but also about the strategic vision, or lack thereof, for the team. It seems there is no clear plan to integrate new players, or to make necessary adjustments during games. This lack of foresight and adaptability is particularly troubling given the potential that Clark and other young talents bring to the team. Christie Sides has mentioned wanting to see Clark be more assertive and take control more often. However, without a solid plan and support system, asking Clark to do more can only go so far. Basketball is a team sport, and even the most talented player needs a coherent system and supportive teammates to truly excel. The current state of the Fever raises many questions about the future. If Sides can't turn things around quickly, it's likely we'll see changes in the coaching staff. The mounting pressure from fans and the disappointing results might force the Fever's management to consider a new direction. This could mean a new coach, one who can better harness the talent on the roster and create a more balanced and effective team strategy. Additionally, we can expect more changes to the roster. The release of Taylor showed that the team is willing to make bold moves, even if they're controversial. More trades or player releases could be on the horizon, especially if the defensive issues aren't resolved soon. The Fever's management needs to recognize the incredible opportunity they have with Caitlin Clark. She's not just a talented player, she's a phenomenon who can bring excitement and success to the team and the league. But this potential can only be realized if the team supports her properly. This means making smarter decisions about player rotations, developing a clear offensive and defensive strategy, and fostering a team environment where Clark and her teammates can thrive. The stakes are high. If the Fever continue on their current path, they risk wasting the immense talent of Caitlin Clark and alienating their fan base. The excitement that Clark brings to the court can quickly turn into frustration if there aren't significant improvements. The Fever have the pieces they need to succeed, but it requires a coherent strategy and better decision-making from the top. Clark's development is crucial, and she needs an environment that allows her to grow and lead the team effectively. With the right support, Clark could become one of the greatest players in WNBA history. But without it, her potential might never be fully realized, and the Fever will be left wondering what could have been. Furthermore, the Indiana Fever's management must address the chemistry issues on the team. The reduced playing time for Katie Lou Samuelson, despite her strong performance, suggests there may be internal conflicts or strategic misjudgments that are not being addressed. This not only affects the performance of Caitlin Clark, but also disrupts the overall team dynamics. By recognizing and rectifying these issues, the Fever can foster a more cohesive and effective team environment. It's also important to consider the long-term implications for Caitlin Clark's career. She has the potential to be a cornerstone player for the WNBA, but she needs a supportive and strategic environment to thrive. If the Fever fail to provide this, Clark might seek opportunities elsewhere, which would be a significant loss for the team. Ensuring Clark's development and satisfaction should be a top priority for the Fever's management. As fans, we have to ask ourselves what we want for the future of the Indiana Fever. Do we want to see Caitlin Clark reaching her full potential and leading the team to success? Or do we want to continue witnessing the frustration and underperformance caused by questionable coaching and management decisions? The answer seems clear. The Fever's management has a responsibility to its players, fans, and the future of the franchise. They need to make the necessary changes to support Caitlin Clark and the rest of the team. This might involve bringing in new coaching staff, making strategic player trades, or developing new game plans that better utilize the talents on the roster. The decisions made by the coaching staff have raised many questions and concerns among fans and analysts. The team's strategy, player rotations, and overall management need to be re-evaluated to ensure that they are making the most of Caitlin Clark's incredible talent. We hope that the Indiana Fever can turn things around and provide the support and environment that Caitlin Clark needs to succeed. She has the potential to be one of the greatest players in WNBA history, and it would be a shame to see that potential wasted. Let's hope for better decisions and a brighter future for the Fever. What do you think should happen next? Should Christie Sides be fired or given another chance? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates and insights into the world of basketball. And remember to check out the product links in the description and pinned comments. Caitlin Clark endorses Nike Air Zoom shoes and basketball. These are her top picks and you can find them right below this video. Thanks for watching.